Peeps, what is the beef? Cam here. Welcome to another episode of the Chef Fit Show. On today's episode, we have none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Howard Quigley. And basically what we're going to do here is we are just going to dive into Howard's story, Howard's results from joining this group. And basically his advice, because I think he's in a unique position where he's working his whole off. He's doing a lot of hours, and there's a lot of chefs out there who feel they actually can't get it done. I've also had a good bit of fun looking at Howard's comments on a lot of chef groups, replying to people, which is good crack as well.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I've given up with that shit.
Brilliant call out. So listen, Howard, thanks a million for jumping on, man. I suppose we'll start off with just going back. Like, you started in Chef Fit in January, I believe, and I'd be interested to hear, what was the story with you before Chef Fit? Like, talk to me about November, December, and then the couple of weeks beforehand. Where were you at?
I wasn't in a bad place really at all, Cam. It's over time really. I started noticing I was just putting on a bit of weight around the gut. I haven't ever been overweight.
Yeah.
I used to always be quite trim actually, but over time I started getting a bit lethargic. That was the main thing which screamed out to me when I saw one of your videos, the energy levels and things like that. I thought I can change this, so I thought I'd give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
December last year was really busy for me, obviously. Every chef's fucking busy over Christmas. So after that, I sort of started seeing your videos over December. I thought, I'm going to give that a bash. It's worth a shot. Yeah. I've got the mentality and the willpower to do things like this. I just needed someone to give me a kick up the arse, keep on top of me, and keep on top of me and make sure I'm putting in the work. So
totally, man, totally. I think that was definitely a case with you, where it was like, if you have that laid out in front of you and there's the accountability to keep at it, it's like you'll make it happen, and you did make it happen, which is solid. Yeah. So like, Howard, obviously when you started, then talk to me about the first month or two for you in Chef Fit. Like, what was it like for you?
It was weird, man. It was something I loved it, right? You might laugh, right? I found the whole gym thing weird. Right? I've always had a gym membership, which is great. I've never really went to the gym. So when I first started going to the gym, everything was weird. I thought people were looking at me, felt foreign, lifting up the objects. And I was like, what the fuck? I look like a plonker. 2 weeks after that, it was all fine, everything started slipping into place. I think I messaged you once as well saying, Cam, I feel like an idiot. All these meatheads are out in there looking at me. Like I say, 2 weeks went by. I was flying through the gym sessions. It's like a home to me now, Go in, I know the people, I say hello. I feel confident going up to the dumbbells and the benches and the bars and all that.
Yeah.
I went straight into it, Cam. Like, I follow the plan 100%. I went straight in balls deep and I just fucking smashed it as hard as I could. Saw results pretty much instantly. Weight dropping off me. Like I say, I was never overweight. I just had a bit of a gut, and I think I came in at 78 kilos. That's when I started, which isn't a lot. And granted, some of the guys are a lot heavier. My goal was completely different to the other guys. But I came in at 78 kilos, and I started dropping, slimming out, and I dropped quite a bit. I think I got down to 68, and then I started bulking.
Yeah, you did.
So yeah.
Like,
for me, the main thing was nutrition, hence the energy levels and things like that. I never ate properly. In my whole life. Since January, I've eaten clean from day one. Like, literally clean: spinach, rice, proteins, good food, cut out all the sugars, all the shit like that.
Yeah.
Made a massive difference in my energy levels. I think on our first phone call, I was saying to you, I get home, I eat dinner, I fall asleep instantly. I can't stay up. Just couldn't stay up past 9:30. I was just always falling asleep. Yeah. Totally changed now. I don't fall on the sofa, and that's all down to the food, I assume.
Mad, yeah, 110%. So what were you eating before? Like, what was the routine around food when you were in the shit?
Okay, so the routine was in the morning. Breakfast was non-existent. Never ate breakfast. I used to, years back, I used to eat bacon sandwich. That used to be my thing. And then I read a lot about bacon giving you cancer and all that bullshit. I just stopped eating breakfast, full stop. And it's just coffee. Lunch wasn't really existent. Just picking at tuna and cheese, anything in the snack bar, anything that's there, chips, goujons, anything that's there, I was just fucking jamming it in. Not good. And wasn't drinking enough water. It was just literally coffees all day long and smashing out chips and
Yeah.
Crap, mate. And then dinners were just like takeaways and, pizzas, anything. I'm just banging the oven, a lasagna. I didn't think about what I was eating. It was my routine of just putting shit into my body.
Yeah.
It's weird, because a couple of days ago I had a day off and it was a wedding anniversary and we went out. We had a lovely day with the kids, which was nice. I ate complete shit for the whole day, which I thought I was entitled to.
Yep.
The next day, which was yesterday, fucking hell, did I notice a difference? It was savage, mate. My body, I had no energy. I felt sick. I had indigestion all through the night. It
Yep.
was minging. And I
Yep.
was like, I woke up in the morning and said, I can't wait to get some clean food in me just because
Totally.
make my body feel better.
Totally. It's
Yeah.
funny, man. Like, it's so funny that if you think about it, this is why it's really important. This is something that I wanted to touch on with you, because I can remember there was an intro. I think it was on Chef's Arse, and I saw some guy posting up about his nutrition, or like finding it impossible or something to do. I remember you left a comment below.
What's up,
And he said, "Listen,
Hey?
you said you left a comment below this lad's post on Chef's Arse, and you were like, "Listen, you melt. I eat three meals a day. Boom, boom, boom. That this, and this." I think for a lot of chefs, because how they feel it's impossible to actually get good stuff into them. Do you know what I mean? They feel it's impossible to get good nutrition into them.
Exactly.
And for you right now, after having made that change, it's like being able to look back and go, Jesus, I was doing that and I felt shit. But there's so many guys that, like, if you just started eating actual food and putting a structure in place for yourself, you'd change your fucking life,
Yeah, man. Yeah. I put him in his place, though. All of a sudden, he started backing down. He realised what I was saying. He was saying, yeah, but we all know chefs got bad diets. I just replied with, that's their own choice. Have a bad diet.
Yeah.
Right decision in life, and you can change it. And he was on about what supplements can we have instead of food. I was like, just eat real food, mate. Just eat real good food.
Yeah.
He said, all we eat is bacon rolls and Coke. I was like, well, that's your own choice.
Yeah, totally. Every one of us has that choice. Every one of it. That's the thing that kills me, though, is that people don't realize chefs don't realize they do have a choice. And it's like, nah, man, like if you want to go the old, like, 6 coffees, doing cocaine and work, living on ibuprofen and, needing 2 or 3 cans of Red Bull to get yourself through a day. It's like, cool. Like, yeah, it's easy to fall into that trap, but like, you're making a choice to do that, man. So don't think that that's like an affliction that's been given to you, so good. You should have set the record straight, and you did. So Howard, like, fast forwarding then, like what results have we gotten now compared to when we started?
So right now, obviously, I'm trying to put on weight. I'm trying to build muscle. I want to get big. I want to get big. I'm only small myself. I'm 5'8" and I'm 70 kilos, just bordering on just over 70 kilos now. I dropped to 68 kilos, and I'm slowly putting the weight on and the load of training to go with it. I'm getting muscly. I've got 6-pack. I'm putting on the actual muscles now, which is my goal.
Totally.
And you've got loads of chefs in your group, and they've all got different paths and different goals. But it's good because it's such a good tribe, and everyone's supporting each other. Because everyone knows each other in the tribe. Everyone knows what I'm doing. Everyone knows what George Earls is doing. Everyone knows what Andy Whitaker, Alan Sperry, everyone knows what each individual is doing. So they're pushing me on my side of things. I'm pushing them on. And for me now, it's just about getting bigger. I just want to get big. I've never been big. Always wanted to be big. And I've got that thing now where I'm walking around the house off all the time. I'm just looking in every mirror. I wouldn't say I'm getting self-obsessed with my body, but I'm noticing changes.
Totally.
I'm doing weekly videos on the train rides and updating my photos, and I'm constantly looking at them and seeing differences and zooming in here, and I'm seeing the difference.
You're into it, though. That's the thing, and it's like
that's it.
It's but it's like your perspective changes, man. Like, obviously when you started, it was like you were in a tough situation where it's like, my energy's bollocks, my lifestyle is all over the place, and I think you're just like, right, I just want to feel better. As soon as you feel better, you start getting the results and you start building the habits. Then you're like, okay, cool. Where am I at now? What do I want to do now?
Yeah.
I think that's the point now where you've gotten to where it's like, okay, cool, let's take it to the next level. And you are. And now you're building muscle, you're getting stronger, and you're getting better and better and better. My question here is, through all of that journey, obviously you're extremely consistent, and this is a lifestyle for you now. It's a way of life for yourself, and you follow it 100% to the letter. Why do you think Chef Fit's been different? Why was it different to maybe something that you would have tried before?
I think it's all down to the tribe cam. Like I say, you've got that support from the other individuals. They all, like I say, they all understand what each individual is doing, and we've all got different sort of paths and
Yeah,
goals. So
yeah,
I think it's literally the backup of everyone else, you know. And I
totally.
remember you said right at the beginning on one of your videos, the consistent people are the people that are making the actual difference. Are the people putting the food photos on every night, the actual like speaking with the tribe, getting involved, leveraging the tribe and things like that. I've really tried to be one of them people and really put the effort in, and it's paid off. It has paid off.
Yeah,
Not
you
gonna
get,
lie. I'm physically the best I've ever been in my whole life. I'm 36 now, Cam. Apparently, your body starts dying from the age of 30. Mine isn't. Mine's getting stronger.
totally. That's a mindset. Like, do you know what I mean? That is
Yeah.
a mindset. And I think Peter had said to me the other night when we were doing the podcast, and he's like, like, does your metabolism actually slow down when you get over 30? And I'm like, man, the only reason your metabolism is slowing down is because you're slowing down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Up your game, up your standard, and get it done.
Yeah.
And like, don't worry about the excuse. Don't worry about what age you are. Get your shit
Yeah.
together and do the fucking thing, and you'll be
Yeah.
fine. So kind of taking this into the harbor, then, Howard, like, for you, when you think about what you've been able to do, and you think about the change that you've made, when you think about the shit that a lot of chefs are in, and the lifestyle and the bad habits, and the problem that you have in the industry right now, like, what is your advice to them when they're like, I can't make the change, or I don't know if I can do this with all the hours, and they're skeptical about looking into something like Chef or being able to do it? Like, what is your advice to them, or what would you say to them?
I'd say it's all bollocks, mate. But it's all about mindset. You know what I mean? Put your mind to it. You will do it, and you will succeed. Like I say, your group of Chef Fit lads, they've all succeeded. They're all succeeding. They're all going to succeed even more. There's plenty of proof there in the pudding. I'm one of them, and I can hand on heart say that what I've done over the last 5 months has been a drastic change for me in a real positive way. If you look back at my very first photo I put on Trainerize, I was this weird shape, pot belly, love handles, no shoulders, nothing. And now I'm a physique which I look in the mirror and I'm proud to look at. And like I say, I'm only small, but I'm building on it, and I'll get there.
What
There's,
effect do you think? What effect do you think has it made any difference in work? Do you feel?
oh yeah, work definitely for not for just me physically being able to do the work and things like that. That was never really an issue. I've always just put the extra effort in and got work done. But for my mental frame of mind, man, like with the intentions and things like that, we've done tasks of weekly and daily intentions, writing them down. One of my intentions throughout that week of the task was don't go mental at the staff. I'm in the shit of work, don't go mental at staff. And mentally, I just try and where I used to kick off with the chefs and tell them that this is shit, that's shit. I take a different approach at it. What I have above my head is a rage meter, an invisible rage meter. And when I see it start pushing into the orange, touching up the red, I pull it back down. I think, how can I do it in a nicer, more positive way? And that's definitely what, and that's through the mindset of having things like daily intentions, how I'm going to deal with situations. There's loads of bad situations at work, any work, not just my work. I'm running a kitchen, 5 chefs, 3 kitchen porters. It's not overly busy. It's a members golf club, but it can be hard. It's always hard, Always going to have staffing issues. I've got one chef with missed the top of his finger at the moment. I've got one chef on holiday. Got one chef sick. Leaves 2 other chefs. But I just get through it. Just with the mental mindset of being a bit more relaxed, a bit more professional. It's just cleared up the old mind as well,
It's huge. It's absolutely massive. And I think the last thing that we touch on here is that this game is all mental, and the physical is the vehicle for that. It's like,
Yeah.
get yourself together, get your life in order, get your fucking self to a point where you're fitter than you've ever been. You've got more energy, you've got more motivation, and see what that does when it comes time in work. You know what I mean? See what that does even in your family life. Getting in and being able to fucking, wake up on your day off and just get up and get after it, as opposed to loathing and mooching around,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's really important that people see that it's not just about the fit. Obviously, the fitness and the self-improvement is huge, but it's also what impact does that have elsewhere. That is a really important thing to dig into, man. And I think you're a really good example of that, Howard. You know, you really do. So yeah, man. That is pretty much in a nutshell. So thanks a million for jumping on. And
All right.
yes, anyone else that thinks they can't get it done, you can get it done. You're just making a choice not to get it done. You know
That's
what I mean?
it. I'm living proof, and there's plenty of other living proof out there in the group.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Leading a team, working his bollocks off. He's got kids, he's got dogs, he's got a family. It's like still gets it done. So there's no fucking excuse. No excuse. All right.
That's it.
So lads, that's an episode of the Chef Fit Show. Howard, thanks a million for jumping on. Everyone else, thank you for watching. I will catch you all in the funny papers. Stay safe. Be good. Howard, catch you later, man. Cheers.
Nice one. Cheers.